this to top. Top, sure. Can I do that? No. Oh, I make this to the top. Okay. Okay. My name is Yansha Yu-Sandstrom. I'm a U.S. independent scholar. Today, my topic is hidden dangers in the quantum world. This paper follows the previous one titled Differentiating Commonality Particle from Individuality Particle from last conference this year here. Both are based on the same completely inclusive phase with its principia of natural law of the compounding corresponding trinity, presents and unfolds through different ways and methods in science, philosophy, religion, etc. Abbreviated as Principia. And this Principia published this year by BGMAS, a clear vision including the table of contents is available on ResearchGate. The Principia has three great natural complementary laws. Like in any one of those three laws, no person, thing, or object can be fully described, which are the being with and no being within natural law one, the being relationship of the natural law two, the standpoint attributes of natural law three. In the Principia, as vast as the whole universe is, so two is a category of G1. G1 itself has two trans, and both trans compounded at exactly the same position as G1. In ancient times, G1's dual trans trinity was represented by the ego. The symbol still exists today, but the modern societies have lost their understanding of what it represents. Within G1's dual trans, the synchronously mutually generating and evolving of the universe's six great basic concepts in the great basic quaternity of G1, including G1 itself, generate resonance, generates resonance. This resonance leads to stratification. In today's blind and restless leap forward in science and technology, understand and mastery the interrelationship between human development and cosmic stratification is crucial. The universe's six great basic concepts in the great basic quaternity of the cornerstone of a principle, also called the universal base compounding concept, compounding positions concepts, which means being with 1, 2A, 2B, 3, 4A, 4B, and they will be shortened to the compounding concept 1, 2A, 2B, 3, 4A, 4B in this paper. Graphical description of the cornerstone of principle as follows. You can see on the top one is open structures, and that is represented. The 2A and the 4A, the middle one's link that represent 2B and 4B. The bottom one bottom one represent concept 1 and concept 3. And above these two above, compounded at exactly the same position is concept 1, the system, the whole universal spanning system. And this top of 2-1 compounded about the same position. That is concept 3. So my first subheading, the title is Avoiding Opposition Between the Commonality Particles. The previous paper indicated that damage the commonality particles bring immeasurable losses to mankind. But why and how? It is because within G1's specific and detailed division trend, all the universe local individual nodes of the compounding concept 3, 4a, 4b, as described in Natural Law 2, Chapter 1, become increasingly specific, detailed, and tiny, causing their being ways to frequently burst and cease. However, not all tiny particles possesses the dividing characteristics of the individual particles. They might also be components of the commonality particles. For example, based on the compounding concept 3, 4a, 4b, from the approximately trinity through the compounding and corresponding. Specifically, any one approximately self-span node with the compounding concept 3 possesses roughly 2 series of body halves, one approximately holding imbalanced open tension order from chemical reduction, an X group nodes series of the compounding concept of 4a, 2, the approximately uniform fusion center of gravity field from chemical fusion, an X node series of the compounding concept 4b. Both are compounded at about the same location as the one approximately self-span node itself. Combined with the natural law 3 with its compounding and corresponding. Within the compounding concept 3, 4a, 4b, if we discover those smaller particles nodes with similar features existing in many large particle nodes with different features, this indicates that they maintain their standpoint attributes while synchronously transforming into commonality particle and are within G1's in-depth and extensive integration time. But those smaller particle nodes with smaller features are also located within the compounding concept 4a at the same time. Therefore, as the compounding concept 4a always implies other component, which is the approximately uniform fusion center of gravity field from chemical confusion as the commonality particle and X nodes of the compounding concept 4b. those smaller particles with smaller particles with smaller features will once again maintain their standard point attributes within the compounding concept 3, 4A, 4B will synchronously transform into the individual nullity particles that approximately hold imbalanced open tension order from chemical reduction. An X group nodes of the compounding concept 4A. Both components also always belong to the one approximately self-span node within the compounding concept 3. Attention please. Given the presence of smaller particles with the same feature in the more of the large particles indicates that they are contained in the 3 parts mentioned above with a roughly equivalent expanded proportion category. If we trigger those commonality particles to produce all around opposition and confrontation at a deep and more extensive layer of space-time, such as with the large hadron collider. And those commonality particles synchronously act as individual nullity particles that approximately hold imbalance open tension order from chemical reduction and X group nodes theories of the compounding concept 4A and are also renewed as parts of others through all kinds of deaths, including each Big Bang. This will trigger the approximately uniform fusion center of gravity field from a chemical fusion as a commonality particle NX node series of the compounding concept 4B to disappear to different location because the life commonality particles always last longer and leading to the damage collapse or Big Bang of the one approximately self-span node with the compounding concept 3 to which both belong. Then smaller events would happen in humanity's survival space-time at about the same time. This certainly endangers our lives. So please pay attention for that. I have a more important few headline. I couldn't finish today because I don't want to talk about parts of it that cannot finish it. But those is very important. For example, inter-universe stratification from a macro to macro. And sound of Einstein's cosmological constant. And again, attention and suggestion and conclusion. This paper will be published soon. For now, if you're interested in the read the whole paper, please go to the LinkedIn, my blog, or ResearchGate, my blog, and I will be soon publish it in there. This paper will be published soon. Thank you for the organizer and thank you all for listening. Thank you. My speaker's finished.
May I ask you a question?